All right, everybody. So the next bond we're going to talk about is a hydrogen bond. So hydrogen bonds are exactly what they sound like. They are bonding with hydrogens. All right. Real quick, why do we even bother with these? They're very important and they're all over the place. There's a couple there's a couple examples. Some of them are a little more generic than others of hydrogen bonds being used. One example is that of DNA. All right. So if you remember DNA, DNA is a double bonded biomolecule. And if you remember how DNA replicates, those two strands, I'm trying with my fingers here, right? Double helix. Those two strands are connected by hydrogen bonds, actually. So they have to be able to split apart in order to create more DNA. So, with that said, hydrogen bonds are pretty weak, right? They can bind and release. Covalent bonds are too strong for that. If you had covalent bonds in your DNA, it may not split, which would mean that making cells would not be easy. And that's not good. So, with that said, hydrogen bonds are very weak and they can break apart and they can reconnect, but they're sufficient depending on what you're using them for. Not only that, but it's an attraction between positive and negative molecules. So, in our pictures, this is a very, very poor picture here. But the idea is hydrogens will bond to the negative atom of a different molecule. An example of water: in water, hydrogen is positive, oxygen is slightly negative. So when two water molecules connect, hence the reason why we have liquid water, right? The hydrogens on one molecule bind to the oxygen of a different molecule. And then so on and so forth. And they keep doing that all over the place until you have a whole bunch of water. All right, so those are hydrogen bonds. And that's really the major thing I wanted to get apart there. All right, so they are hydrogen, they are weak, and it is between a positive hydrogen and a negative whatever it's combining to. Right, here's an example of water. Right, the little white circles are positive, the big gray ones are negative oxygens. The white little circles are binding with the gray oxygens and so forth. And you can see that in this picture. Definitely take a second and look into that. And I will present it. I'm mumbling now, sorry. So you can see it in more detail here. You can pause the video, take a look at it, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. All right. So if you have any questions on hydrogen bonding, please let me know.